Hi guys, this is Eve with CFTV. For our first story, we have Austin interviewing the middle school basketball coaches, Mr. Blake and Mrs. McGowan.
Hello, I'm Austin with CFTV, and today I'll be interviewing
Mr. Blake.
about middle school basketball. So, how long have you been coaching middle school basketball here at CFS?
This will be my 7th year of coaching basketball here.
How many tournaments have you won out of the 7 years?
So out of the 7 years, we didn't have a tournament one year, and we lost the first year I was here. Other than that, we've won the championship. So I'd say 5 years.
That's really good. Did you always want to be a basketball coach?
Yeah. So I was super into high school sports when I was in high school, and enjoyed playing basketball, and then played a little bit while I was in college, just with some of the players of different teams and things like that. And so I really enjoyed it. And then when I became a teacher, that was kind of one of those things where I was like, oh, I could also coach basketball. And so that was really exciting.
That makes sense. How old were you when you started playing basketball?
I played in a junior league where I grew up, so I don't know, probably 7 or 8. And I mean, we always played in the driveway with cousins and my uncles and stuff like that. So I'm sure it started pretty young.
Have you coached anywhere but here at CFS?
So I've taught at 3 other schools. So I was a middle school coach at Golden City, and then when I got to actually teach at the school I went to, and so I was the junior varsity head coach and varsity assistant coach for Uniontown High School, and then I was the head coach for middle school at Pittsburgh.
Nice. Have you? When was your first game coaching? When was your first?
My first game coaching was for Golden City, and I can't tell you what it was. The team, we played really well, but we weren't very good. So it was a lot of learning new skills and things like that. So, but we had fun. We still had fun, which is always a plus.
Who is right now at CFS, what team do you enjoy playing the most?
Like the competition?
Yeah.
So CIS has always been really good competition every year. So we've always enjoyed that. We are playing a new team this year, Olus, and so that's kind of an exciting expansion to see because there'll always be good competition as well. So we'll see.
What's your ultimate goal for this season? What's the goal for
the goal for this season is for all of my players to become better, enjoy the game, and just get to know them and hang out.
All right, and final question: who's your favorite player on the team?
They're all my favorite players. Yeah.
Except Bentley.
Except for Bentley. No, Bentley, Austin, Carson, all of my players are my favorite.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Now we'll be going to Caitlin with the weather for this week.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I'm going to be talking about the weather today. On Thursday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 55 degrees and a low of 34 degrees. On Friday, it will be sunny with a high of 58 degrees and a low of 32. On Saturday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 58 and a low of 34. On Sunday, it will be sunny with a high of 62 and a low of 34. On Monday, it will be sunny with a high of 66 and a low of 37. On Tuesday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 66 and a low of 42. On Wednesday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 70 and a low of 48. On Thursday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 71 and a low of 52.
In our next story, Smith will be talking about the Servathon.
Smith, and I will be talking about CFS yearly Servathon fundraiser. Our Servathon this year is going to be on Thursday, November 16th, and it is going to be an all-day thing. The goal for this year is to pack 50,000 boxes of food to make our grand total of 233,000 boxes raised. And our goal is also to raise $50,000 And the most money raised by a single student this year was $18,000, which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it. And around 30 students this year participated in raising money this year.
Thank you, Smith. For our last story of the week, we have Gracie interviewing Coach Curtis in honor of veterans.
Hi, I'm Gracie Geyer, and I'm here interviewing Coach Curtis. Okay, what made you want to join the military?
Initially, it was because they offered to pay off all of my college loans if I exchanged a little of my time for military service. So I said yes.
When did you join the military?
Let's see, that would have been in summer of 1991. Or no, 90. Sorry.
How long did you serve in the military?
Well, let's see, between active duty and my reserve duty, it was about 7 years. But most of it was, or the majority of it was part-time in the reserves, which is much better.
What's the craziest thing you experienced while you were in the military?
Oh, let's see, I was almost in a helicopter crash one time. That was kind of scary. And then there were some things when I was in Panama, one of the Army bases in Panama, we did some interesting things working with DEA, so it was kind of fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you serve as?
I was in the military police, so I was basically a military policeman, just like a regular police officer,
okay.
except in the military.
How old were you when you applied?
Let's see, I must have been 22, so it was after college.
Wow, that's young.
Yeah, it is.
What was your family's reaction when you decided to join?
Well, they were happy. My dad wasn't as happy though because he'd been in the Navy, and he wanted me to join the Navy. And I was not going to join the Navy. I feared deep water. And so I joined the Army instead.
Okay. Did you have any friendships in the military, and are you still in contact with them?
Yeah, there's a few guys that I see. We had a reunion a couple of years ago with some of the guys in my company, so we got together, and I still talk to a few on Facebook.
That's good. That's good. How often did you get to see your family while you were in the military?
When you're on active duty, it takes, not that often. Maybe you call, on the phone, do a lot of phone calls and that kind of stuff. So yeah, not a lot.
Okay, well that's all we have for today. Thank you, Coach Curtis.
Well, you're welcome, and thank you. Gracie Geyer.
Hi, my name is Sasha, and I'm here with Maddie. Hi. So, Maddie, what's your favorite subject?
Math.
Me too. What are your thoughts about the Servathon?
I think it's good and hopeful.
That's very nice of you. What are your thoughts on Operation Christmas Child?
I think it's also good and helpful and nice to give things to them, the kids.
Them?
The kids.
That's very nice. What sports do you play at CFS?
I play basketball and I'm gonna play soccer in the spring.
Yay. How was the change from being in elementary school going to middle school?
It was good and I like all the freedoms.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Who is your favorite teacher this year?
Miss Gaines.
Yeah. Do you have any siblings that go to CFS?
Lincoln, he's in 1st grade, Annie is in 5th grade, and then Bella is in 10th grade.
What is your favorite or best memory from CFS?
Just study halls with Ashlyn Sears.
Sears?
Yeah.
Yep. What subject do you think is the hardest?
Science.
Yeah.
Because it's science.
Yes, it is. What are your future dreams after CFS?
I don't really know.
I'm very glad. Okay, thank you.
I'm Genevieve, and I'm here with Gunnar. So, Gunnar, what's your favorite subject?
I forgot. But I was going to say
You said Bible.
Bible, because of course.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the Servathon?
I don't know what that is.
No, it's great.
It's really good.
What are your thoughts on the Operation Christmas
I also
Child?
have no idea what that is.
It's amazing.
It's even better than the Servathon.
Okay. What sports do you play at CFS?
At CFS, I do track and soccer.
Okay. How was the change from being in middle school to high school?
It's a lot better.
Who's your favorite teacher?
Mr. Neville, obviously. Oh wait, Mr. Neville and Miss Hockman, obviously,
Why?
because they're both in this room with me.
Okay. Do you have any siblings that go to CFS?
Yeah, I got Ruger, who's in 7th grade.
What's your favorite / best memory from CFS?
Good morning, Joplin.
Okay. What subject do you think is the hardest?
Physics.
Okay. What are your future dreams after CFS?
Coast Guard.
Okay, thanks, Gunnar. Okay, you.
Thank you for watching. See you next week.